My name is Amos Smith. I'm a member of the U.S. Heartland China Association Board and a member of the Agriculture Committee. I'd like to thank everybody today. Good morning to those here from the People's Republic of China, and good evening to those in the United States of America. This is the second part in a 4-part series on U.S. Heartland and China agriculture relations. Today's event specifically is an Ag SME showcase of 20 organizations, 10 from China and 10 from the United States, focusing on ag opportunities and their objectives abroad. I'd like to thank the Chinese People Associations for friendship with foreign countries for being the co-organizer of this event. Also in attendance, we have some special dignitaries and people that need to be acknowledged at this time. First, Ambassador Zhang, Vice President of the Chinese People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries. We also have Chairman and CEO of the U.S. Heartland China Association, former Governor of the great state of Missouri, Bob Holden. We also have Ambassador Kenneth Quinn from the great state of Iowa, former ambassador to the country of Cambodia, who is also a strategic advisor of the U.S. Heartland China Association. Ambassador Quinn also serves as President Emeritus of the World Food Prize. We have Min Finn, Executive Director for the U.S. Heartland China Association. And last, Kyle T. Schultz, the Executive Vice President of Business Development and Foreign Direct Investment at the World Business Chicago. I'd like to remind everybody at this time for translation assistance. If necessary, you can click on the globe and select the language of your preference. Not all of us can speak both languages, but we're gonna try. So we will first have a couple opening remarks from our select dignitaries, and then we will start with the showcase of the organizations. So first, I'm going to hand it over to a very good friend of mine and the mastermind, I would say, behind such efforts of bringing the agriculture world of the United States and China together in a more positive and collaborative way, Governor Bob Holden. Governor?
Thanks, Amos. Delighted to be with you. Dear Ambassador Jiang, thank you for co-hosting this business showcase and dialogue with us today. I'm particularly happy to welcome all of you to this showcase because this is so important to our mission at the United States Heartland China Association. First and foremost, as you all know, we've focused on advancing better relations between the United States and China. As I've said before, but it bears repeating, business exchanges with China is vital to our state and national economies. It has been a passion for me for much of my life. It's why I opened Missouri's first trade office in China. I knew then, as I know now, that so much of the future of our nations lie in the global marketplace, and China is such an invaluable part of this future. It has been gratifying and heartening to find so many in China's leadership who share this same goal, this same passion. No matter the politics of the moment, we all know that commerce drives the engines. Furthermore, we all know that it's people, all of us, who are at the heart of everything that we do and everything that we achieve in life. That's the purpose behind our organization, to connect people of like minds and like spirits to work together for the benefit of us all. A theme that runs through our programs this year is about planting seeds. We believe with our efforts, we are planting seeds for peace among all nations. We believe agriculture is the power behind entire nations. And similarly, we believe we are planting seeds for peace when we create productive and beneficial relationships, such as those we have generated here. I wish all of the businesses participating today much success in the year ahead.
Thank you, Governor. Next up, we will have some opening remarks from Vice President and Ambassador Zhang. Ambassador?
Governor Holden, Ambassador Quinn, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. So it is breakfast time in Beijing, but I watched the video Actually, I saw steak, so I think the steak is very attractive to us. So welcome to the China-US Agriculture SME Showcase, co-hosted by the Chinese People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries and the United States Heartland China Association. Earlier this week, we launched the 2022 China-US Agriculture Roundtable. And guests from both sides sent out a message of seeking stronger China-US agriculture cooperation. Today's dialogue is about tapping the potential for mutually beneficial agriculture cooperation at the subnational level and between businesses, and to turn the goodwill into action. I want to thank the USHCA for the hard work in putting this event together, and thank representatives from Chinese provinces and the US states, and particularly the business community, for being part of this important event. Agriculture is one of the areas where China-US cooperation began. In 1972, the Memorandum of Understanding on Science and Technology Exchange between China and the US was signed. It opened exchanges and cooperation in agriculture, science, and technology. Over the past 50 years, agricultural cooperation between the two countries have come a long way in trade and investment, science and technology exchanges, and sustainable development. Both Chinese and Americans have benefited tremendously from cooperation. In 2021, China-US agriculture trade reached an all-time high of over $46 billion. The United States sold $40 billion of agriculture products to China, up by 65% year-on-year, making China the largest importer of agricultural products worldwide. As the Chinese saying goes, agriculture is the foundation of all livelihoods, and the food policy is at the top of the agenda for any government. Both China and US are major agriculture countries of production, consumption, and trade, and both regard agriculture as a strategic, foundational sector. The two countries have a lot to offer each other in agriculture and share broad prospects in agriculture cooperation. Looking forward, I believe we can focus our efforts on the following three. First, to keep expanding agriculture trade and let both people benefit from our agriculture complementarity. With the upgrade of the US consumption structure, of the people's consumption structure in China, high-quality products from US have given the Chinese people more option to choose from. At the same time, many unique Chinese agriculture products are becoming popular with American consumers. It is important to continue to trade more and to better meet both people's need for better life, and to contribute to a healthy China-US business relationship.
Keep intensifying exchanges on agricultural science and technology, and let both countries achieve the transitions needed for our respective agricultural sectors. China and the United States each have their own advantages in agricultural science and technology. Over the past half a century, our two countries have carried out several hundred programs of exchanges on agrotechnology. This has not only benefited the development of agriculture in both countries, but also contributed to global agricultural upgrading. To respond to challenges like climate change, resource scarcity, and food security, we must continue to strengthen cooperation to drive the green transition and high-quality development of agriculture through innovation, and achieve the triple success of greater productivity, higher efficiency, and green conservation. Last but not least, we need to work together to make sustainable development a global reality. We live in a globalized world where people depend on each other for survival and success. It is sad to note that despite many years of efforts, hundreds of millions of people still suffer from hunger and poverty in different parts of the world. And the COVID pandemic has further aggravated their predicament. Zero poverty and zero hunger are two of the primary goals of the UN 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. They are also an essential reason why President Xi Jinping put forward the Global Development Initiative last year. China and the United States have a unique responsibility to put our heads and efforts together to help developing countries raise agricultural productivity, eliminate hunger and poverty in different parts of the world, and deliver sustainable development for the whole world. This would be the greatest contribution that China and the United States can make to humanity's well-being as two big countries with global influence. Last November, when our two presidents met virtually, President Xi specifically underscored that the two countries need to act in a spirit of equality and mutual benefit, conduct exchanges at all levels and in all areas, and generate more positive energy for China-US relations. The Chinese People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries stands ready to work with the Heartland China Association and friends from each and every sector in both countries to create the channels and platforms needed for mutually beneficial agricultural cooperation. I believe that the future will augur well for both countries and for the people of the whole world, so long as we can count on a strong shared commitment to agriculture between our two countries. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. Next up, we will have from the great state of Iowa, Secretary of Agriculture, Mike Negg. Unfortunately, Secretary Mike could not make it today, so he has sent us a pre-recorded message for the audience. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Iowa Secretary of Agriculture Mike Negg, and I want to start by wishing you all a happy National Agriculture Week. During this annual event, we recognize the farmers and ranchers who work hard to provide food and fuel and fiber to all of us. I'm spending this week visiting agricultural communities around the state to thank them for their efforts and engaging in community service projects to help our neighbors. Agriculture is the backbone of Iowa's economy, and we're very proud of what we produce and how we produce. Our farmers work hard to ensure we can continue to provide high-quality pork, corn, soybeans, beef, and other products to consumers all around the world. And conversations like these are important to identify ways that we can help meet the demand. We know that the food and ag marketplace is global, and we're grateful for your business and for our deep relationships, including our long-standing relationship with our sister state of Hubei. We must continue to pursue a mutually beneficial trading relationship between the United States and China. Several years ago, I had the opportunity to participate in a trade mission to China. I thoroughly enjoyed visiting the markets and tasting the cuisine and learning about consumer preferences. And I look forward to a time when I can visit the country again. I thank you for your continued partnership, and I hope you have a productive conversation today.
Thanks to Secretary Mike. Next up, we will have Kyle Schultz from the World Business Chicago Group, Vice President of Affairs. Mike, or Kyle, excuse me.
Amos, thank you very much. I appreciate the introduction. And I'd like to thank the whole U.S. Heartland China Alliance this evening for the invitation. Min, Governor Holden, thank you so much. As Amos said, my name is Kyle Schultz. I am the Executive Vice President for Foreign Direct Investment with World Business Chicago, the City of Chicago's economic development agency. Our mission is to help businesses and promote Chicago as a leading global city. And that's why I'm so honored to be able to participate in tonight's dialogue and discuss Chicago and the U.S. and the heartlands of partnership with China. Min and I were talking this afternoon, and Chicago does not always come across as the most agricultural city that there is. Given the skyline that you see before you, we are much more city than we are agriculture based. But in 2020, as the pandemic was just starting to take hold of our city and our global economies, our mayor, Mayor Lori Lightfoot, convened a group of 177 city, business, and philanthropic leaders to discuss how Chicago could have a strong economic recovery. And from that convening, a plan was developed, the first strategic plan to address the insecurities brought to bear by COVID-19 and have a plan for a more inclusive economic recovery. From that, 5 sectors were identified as key to our economic recovery and future growth. And one of those was food and ag. As part of that, we have worked very hard over the last 18 months to bring about a strategy that makes us a leader in agriculture technologies, and innovation. Some of you may not know that Chicago is home to Archer Daniels Midlands, the multinational innovator of food, crops, and seeds. Additionally, just last year, John Deere announced that they would bring an innovation hub to Chicago that would start developing the next generation of tractor and tractor technologies that will keep our fields and our plates full of food for the future. And finally, Farmers Business Network, a platform that links farmers and the insurance commodities market together, brought their headquarters from the West Coast of the United States to Chicago. We are a very strong, precise city for agriculture and are happy to talk about that tonight with all of you. But one of the things that we are most proud of is our strong commitment to working with China. In 2013, Chicago entered into a first of its kind Gateway Cities Agreement with the Chinese Ministry of Commerce. This Gateway Cities Agreement links Chicago to 8 cities across China for a economic focused trade and investment driven relationship. And in the preceding now 9 years, Chicago and our relationship with China has flourished. Since the signing of this agreement, we have seen 100% increase in Chinese investment into Chicago, as well as a strengthening of our partnership with the Chinese. There are numerous companies that we can address that have benefited from our committed, focused relationship with China, including Wen Chang, who was kind enough to bring this conversation to our attention tonight and invite us to join. I thank Pinyon and his leadership there. But also we have CRRC, the maker of train cars, that in 2019 opened up a manufacturing facility on the south side of Chicago, creating 175 jobs for Chicagoans and building the future generation of trains that will move Chicagoans throughout this area. And one of the items that stuck with me during Governor Holden's remarks this evening was that he mentioned the seeds of peace that come from discussions and partnerships like this. I would like to add to Governor Holden's remark that not only is it peace, but it's seeds of friendship. Because the CRRC is here and because of this Gateway Cities Agreement that we have entered into with China, I now have a world-class relationship and friendship with the vice president that runs the CRRC facility in Chicago. So conversations like this make our relationship stronger, our economies more linked, and are the seeds of peace and friendship. World Business Chicago is ready to support any Chinese company that's interested in entering the US or North American market. Our role is to play concierge for your business, whether that is to understand how to set up a US entity, whether it is guiding you through the tax implications, or helping you understand how to make the cultural shift from China to the USA or Chicago. Our role is to be your one and only point of contact so that the process is easy. We recognize that it's hard to run a multinational business with time zone differences, language barriers, as well as uncertainty during global pandemics. And so we're here to support you. My colleague Tanya Tan and I would welcome any conversation that comes from this evening. We're looking forward to being part of the business showcase and dialogue later this evening, learning about the Chinese innovations and helping to showcase some of the American innovators that are helping link our economies, feed our plates, and make the world more prosperous and safe. My contact information is on the screen and would welcome any chance to visit with you. Thank you for this opportunity this evening and looking forward to future conversations. Amos.
Thank you very much, Kyle, for that wonderful review of the great city of Chicago. Thanks also to Secretary Negg from Iowa, Ambassador Jean, and Governor Holden for kicking us off. Now we will transition to the fun part, the meat and potatoes of the evening. We will now have presentations from 20 different entities, 10 from China, 10 from the United States, providing overviews of their company and what they hope to obtain and gain in foreign markets and regionally throughout the Heartland and the PRC. I encourage everyone on here to directly chat with each other at any time that you might have a question or inquiry into somebody else's organization. If you have any troubles with that, please send a message to our admin, and we will make sure to be able to connect you with the individual or organization that you are trying to contact. I'd also like to express right now that the Showcase Virtual Exhibit Hall will open. A password will be provided to participants, and at any time you can click on these organizations and learn more about their efforts and their specialties. So on the bottom left there, you will see the password to access the information. So starting off, group number 1 from China is Qimei Industrial Group Company. If we can transition to Qimei. Also, I would like to remind everybody we have a precise 5 minutes to make their presentations. We'd like to keep that as straight and strict as possible to give everybody a fair chance to present. After that 5 minutes, we will have about a minute for questions and answers. Again, please feel free to use the technological benefits of being able to chat with each other and do business to business connecting that way. So thank you.
尊敬的各位领导，女士们
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to join you virtually. I'm the founder of Qimei Industrial Group. It's a great pleasure to have this opportunity to join you in this China-US SME showcase and share with you our stories in the past 23 years and learn from our colleagues from China and the US. I wish to thank CPA FFC and USHCA for organizing this event. Qimei is located in Yongnian of Hubei province. It is known as an ancient city, a water city, and a cradle of Tai Chi. As early as 1999, in this beautiful small town, I started my career with a small team, and we established Qimei Industrial Group. Our mission was to promote food security and environmental protection. And we are committed to organic closed-loop industries. In the past 23 years, my team has made relentless efforts and grown our company into a company that integrates the planting, farming, organic production company. Our facilities and farms have for many years been certified by the US, Canada, the EU, Japan, JETS, organic certificates, and also being certified by Chinese authorities. For many years, we have also received certification from the US and the Ucl Biotechnology. We have 5 categories of products: frozen, IQF, eggs, and oil and grain. We have 127 types of products that are exported to 37 countries and regions. We are also the first exporter of organic, quick frozen, and IQF food in Hubei province. So we are also a key industry of high-tech company. We are also a member of the US IQF food product. And I'm glad to tell you that In 2008 and 2022, Gourmet was also providing our products to the Olympics. Today, I also saw my old friends because we have a cooperation with Iowa State for many years. Now I wish to pass it over to our general manager of the overseas division of our Gourmet Industrial Group. He will tell you about our business in the U.S. I'm sorry. Please keep the time limit.
Really honored to be here. So I'm the general manager for Gourmet. My name is Jinzhou Li. You can also call me Zhou. Today I'm going to share with you the overview of our company's business in the United States. Basically, I will introduce in three parts. So first is the market. So since we started in the US business in 2010, so we have been selling our organic products very well all over supermarkets, restaurant, processor, and e-commerce. We have built a good reputation in the organic food industry. Second is for the local production. So far, we have purchased 2,500 more organic farms in New York State, and we have a collaborative farm in Iowa State. We have 2 warehouses in New York and California, and also 3 factories doing supercritical extraction supplements factory, and also air drying facility. Third is about our R&D progress. So we have a strong R&D team with 3 PhD and 4 masters. So in recent years, we have developed white kidney bean protein. It's a blood sugar controller, and also the extract hop oil, and also the vegan meat protein. These all we have got international patent, and it's already in production and on the market. That's all. Yeah, thanks for the opportunity, and we really look forward to working with the local partners for the organic business in the United States.
Thank you so much to the group at Gourmet. Are there any questions? Go ahead.
Yes, I have a question. I'm Michael Brown, and I spent 20 years in China, and I'm from Carmel, Indiana, and I'd like very much to talk to the director of their company. My team has 40 years experience with organic stuff. I have a great scientific team. I tested from Jiji down to Hainan, Leizhou, all over China. It's like Johnny Appleseed in several universities. And then we've got Purdue, University of Arkansas, and many more test sites here. And I'd like very much to open up a dialogue at another time with your company to see if we have some mutual business interest.
It's a great news to me. In the past 23 years, we've made friends from around the world, like-minded friends. And I look forward to more dialogue and communication to grow our organic industry and provide global consumers with our products. After that, we can leave our future generations healthy soil and healthy food. So I hope we can establish contact with you and have some virtual meetings with you to discuss business opportunities. Thank you.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Moving on to number 2, we will have Lewis Buck. We will have Lewis Buck from the great state of Tennessee representing Generic Energy. Lewis, are you there?
Yes, thank you, Amos. And greetings to everyone on the channel tonight. I'll be brief. I'm an agribusiness consultant, investor, and project developer. I'm going to share with you some of my clients' work. You can narrow on the screen, but reaching back to Governor Holden's comments, I've always found that small and medium-sized enterprises with us tonight are where most entrepreneurship and innovation happens. Tennessee, in the southeast of the United States, as well as the governor's great state in Missouri, are 2 of the leading states in biomass, switchgrass. Governor's good friend and our governor in Tennessee, Phil Bredesen, asked some of us, what do we have in abundance? What can we grow for farmers that is sustainable and will meet a need? Some countries have oil, gas, and minerals under them. Some countries have human resources working on the ground. This part of the world is blessed with rainfall from above the ground. So we grow a lot of biomass that does not compete with food. So we explored what we could grow. It was a collaborative effort, both government, private investment, universities, and a lot of farmers. And I wanted to share some of my clients that are in the alternative energy biomaterial space. So we looked at crops that would grow on more marginal land, places that are semi-arid, places that are not growing corn and rice and other foodstuffs because we need to feed the world as well. So that entrepreneurship kicked in. We got some funding. We went to work with our laboratories, our universities, and our farmers. And we found, perfected how to grow this particular crop, which is a perennial crop, switchgrass. We've got miscanthus, we've got sorghum, we've got other energy crops. As you can see in the lower left, Earthable is the genera brand name. That's switchgrass, a perennial prairie grass that grows in a lot of places in the world. It lasts for 20 years. It's perennial. It's got very deep roots. It will yield with very little rainfall. We've chopped that, make a pulp out of it, and then extrude it into the plates and bowls that you see in the upper right corner. There's what a field of biomass in Tennessee looks like when it's baled, and there's some of the products that we make from it. Those are biodegradable. You can see they're about $0.10 a unit US dollars. We're very proud of that because we have taken a dedicated crop that we can grow. It actually is carbon negative. So not only are we have an excellent carbon footprint, we are also very, very efficient with our water footprint. And that material is biodegradable, so it doesn't fill up our landfills. Another client is anaerobic digestion. We have several projects I'm working with behind swine and dairy particularly, but we're making renewable natural gas from those waste streams as well. So we're capturing energy, capturing emissions, both good for the climate, and we maintain that fertilizer value that goes back on the ground. We've also got a third technology that's thermochemical. We can take municipal solid waste or this same switchgrass, wood chips, or a lot of other feedstock biomass, use a thermochemical process and make drop-in diesel fuel or motor fuels. So those are three examples of clients I work with, from a dedicated purpose-grown crop to what some people call waste, all of which is in a very sustainable way. But just echoing Governor Holden's remarks, these small, medium-sized enterprises are where the innovation comes from, where the new ideas get tried, and then they grow up to be John Deere and Syngentas and some of the other people we've heard from in the conference. In the interest of time, I'm going to stop here and take any questions, Amos, anybody might have.
Fantastic, Lewis. Do we have any questions out there? I know that was a lot of interesting info.
Lewis, I have a question. The process your company utilize is IP proprietary, or is what make it very unique?
The pulping process is proprietary, as well as some of the genetics that grow the crops. But Genera is open to relationships, licensing arrangements, or just exporting of the product back and forth. There's certainly opportunities to teach people how to do what we're doing in other parts of the world. Anaerobic digestion behind livestock waste. We're one of the major developers of energy behind swine, big pork, big issue. So we're learning how to do that in America. Again, Governor Holden, Smithfield Foods, great relationship with is covered lagoons and capturing that methane all across Missouri. We're trying to figure out how to do that with different kind of pork barns And we're turning a lot of municipal solid waste into diesel fuel in places like the Dominican Republic and others. So there's always yes, a lot of it is protected, but there's always business relationships that we can talk about.
I have a question, Louis.
Sure.
And I'd like to talk later about your economics of your end fuels and how they relate and the cost effectiveness sometime when you have time.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi, Louis. I may miss something, but I'm very interested in your product. So, what is the main application of your like I saw the plates and the bowls. So, what is the major application?
The major market is to replace plastic.
Okay.
Right? Plastic's a world problem. So we can take biofiber, pulp it, and extrude it into these shapes. It's a combination of industrial hemp, switchgrass. They can do it with wheat straw, and strength, polish, shine. There's a recipe and a technology there to make a plate that doesn't get soggy, but is affordable as well. The main market is an alternative to plastic. We all see it in our take-home meals from restaurants. It's biodegradable. It's about 10 cents a unit. So we've got the cross in good shape. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Louis. I know there's probably a lot of questions for interesting groups that Louis represents. Again, feel free to chat with Louis in the message room there. Next up, group number 3, we have Xiaojia Duang, Fortune Foods Company from the PRC.
Thank you. I come from Shijiazhuang Fortune Food Company. I'm the Deputy General Manager of our company. It is my great pleasure to talk with you about our company. So it is my great pleasure to talk with you on my company. I will talk about 3 issues: an overview of our company, our products, and our requests. Our company was established in 2004. We are an exporter business focused on processing and exporting agricultural products. So far, we have accumulated nearly 30 years of experience, including frozen fruits, frozen vegetables, frozen spices, as well as frozen mushrooms. Our target markets are EU, United States, Australia, Russia, and South Africa. Nearly every year, we sold about 20,000 tons, worth more than $40 million. So we are the #1 frozen food business exporter in China, and we are also be certified by BRC from the United Kingdom in terms of the frozen food business. Now I'd like to show you our products. So you can see 4 categories of products: vegetables, mushrooms, vegetables, and so you can see our frozen strawberries as well as other and also apricot and peach, as well as blackberry and kiwi fruit. For vegetables, because the US is a huge market for frozen businesses, so we have many products: cauliflower, edamame, mokamame, and all kinds of soybean products, as well as okra, peppers, and water chestnut, and other kinds of water chestnut products, asparagus and spinach. Also mixed vegetables. On the right, you can see cauliflower and other mixed vegetables. And also mushroom is a major category of our products, like Bolton's mushroom and namoko and baby oyster mushroom and oyster mushroom, for example. As well as garlic elements, they are herbs and spices. So garlic dices are major our product. So garlic puree, the ginger puree, salt for the slow movement of the slides, as well as green pepper disease. So next, I'd like to talk about our needs for business cooperation. So if you are interested in our products, please contact us. So in recent years, for example, in Europe, we are #1 or among the top positions in the frozen food business in Europe. But we know that our products actually, which sell well in Europe, we hope that they will also sell well in the United States. But we know that Chinese way of life has become more and more popular in the United States, like spring rolls and noodle products from China. So U.S. market is huge, as far as we know. And you also have very good importers. Despite a trade war and other difficulties, we still pay close attention to the U.S. market. So we will invest more in the U.S. market in terms of our attention as well as resources. We will provide the most stable and the highest quality products to our potential U.S. customers. We also hope that we will know more about the U.S. market, and we hope that you will contact us so that we can further grow and expand in the U.S. market. In the interest of time, I will stop here. And in the end, I'd like to thank the U.S. business community for your attention. Thank you.
Next up from the United States, we have Pomona Farming. I believe it's group number 4. Pomona, are you there?
Yes, hello.
大家好。
Then would you like me to share my screen or Jason?
Please do.
那我是要放我的幻灯片吗？
Perfect. I'll be sharing a video message from the founder of Pomona with you all.
那我可以给大家看一下我们的创始人的一个短片。 我是 Ryan， 我也是，大家听得到吗？
Hazy, but go ahead.
Okay.
Pomona Farming. Pomona Farming was founded 16 years ago in the state of California. Today, after accumulating a number of acres over those years, we are the largest almond grower worldwide. I am extremely humbled to understand how we as a farming platform can partner with the various provinces in China represented by this audience today. Given that, my hope is to be before you personally with our team sometime in the very near future. At the moment, we are the lead in creating sustainable, clean almond products, whether they be whole, round skins, or manufactured almonds in the form of paste, powder, or oils. We are distributing those products internationally through partnerships with large retail platforms as well as food brands. And our mission is to provide a clean, sustainable environmental story and food story directly to the customer, region to region. The idea of being with you today is to begin establishing a relationship and a conversation that would lead to Chinese companies partnering with us to provide their customers with the same thing we are doing in Europe and in the United States, which is completely traceable, completely sustainable group of products that will be used as ingredients and or in whole almonds in your marketplace. With that today, I am addressing you with colleague Deanna Aiken, who is our shared services senior executive, and she will be talking to you today in more detail about our certifications and our sustainable practices.
Hi, my name is Deanna Egan, and I'm with Pomona. I'm the Managing Director of ESG and Account Management. Our platform has operations in California and on Maui. Our footprint is over 100,000 acres across both operations. In 2021, we produced over 83 million pounds of food. We also offer an account management platform, Pomona Direct. Pomona Direct is redefining the entire almond sourcing process by creating partnerships with our customers. Instead of buying bulk quantities from several unknown sources in a volatile commodity market, Pomona Direct delivers the most sustainably grown almonds to its partners, along with customized market strategies, new product development resources, an orchard to retail shelf traceability, and the accountability that customers deserve. We're committed to practicing sustainable agriculture, to growing food for local consumption, to responsible use of the natural resources entrusted to us, and to providing high quality agriculture employment for generations to come. We're very proud of our farming certificates for sustainability. We are 100% Gold Cast certified on all of our California orchards. And in addition, we're also 100% certified bee friendly by the Pollinator Partnership. We continue to work closely with the California Pollinator Coalition, an organization dedicated to the resilience of native and managed bees, biodiversity, and soil health.
And we look forward to following up with you face-to-face as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Bridget. Are there any questions?
So Bridget, are you guys looking for customers in China who buy directly? Can be retail stores. What kind of ideal customer are you looking for?
Yes, we are looking to grow like-minded partners through continuing to have discussions with companies like those who are here today and be able to deliver those clean almonds that can go into food products in China.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Chimei has a question. Is that right?
I'm with Qimei. I'm very interested in the product of Pomona because we are all organic food certification. Starting from 2013, we're also importing organic food. So we're interested in importing organic food into China as well.
Thank you very much, Chimei, for reaching out. Bridget, can you identify that and Chimei, and you guys maybe take that to
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. If you have any difficulties getting each other's contact, please reach out to our group, and I'm sure we can help connect you in some way with the administrative team. Moving on, let's go to Junlebao. I believe I said that correctly. Dairy Group out of the PRC.
All right. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, my folks. My name is Qingbin Yuan. It's a great pleasure for me to be part of this conversation and representing Junlebao. So I'm sure I'm looking forward to a great dialogue with all you folks, and even though we are joining virtually. So now I'm going to give you guys some overview about who we are, what we are doing, and we are going to be. Okay. Okay. So Junlebao is one of the leading player in China dairy industry. So we have 4 business units taking care of 4 different categories. So we have an infant formula, we have yogurt, we have fresh milk, and we have UHT milk, and also we have animal husbandry. So the company was founded in 1995, and we, as you can tell, we cover the whole dairy industry chain. So we have 17 large dairy farms and 21 manufacturing facilities, and we have a full-time employee of 14,000 right now. So Junebao has laid out a forage planting base that is of around 62,600 acres in Zhangjiakou area. The whole industry chain strategy has further improved by operating and managing the forage planting business. The purpose of doing that is to ensure the quality from the very beginning. So we have two models to create the world top quality product. And we have awarded some owners, for example, a China Quality Award and the China Brand Power Ceremony, annual top 10 new brand. And also, actually, we are the first one who went to the Hong Kong market. And recently, Junebao has invested $500 million to build a dairy innovation research center in Shijiazhuang, where our headquarters is located, so to fully support the innovation and the development. So Junebao has been focusing on the innovation. So innovation and technology is our backbone of the company development. So we have been authorized over 200 patents, and we completed 51 scientific and technology achievements. And in terms of the communication with the U.S., the Junebao formed a legal entity here in the U.S. Called SMTech Science LLC, with focus on genetic research, like animal breeding, and in vitro embryo production. So the frozen segment that we are going to produce will improve genetic performance of our dairy cattle.
抱歉，您的时间快到了。
Okay, and also we have established a collaborative relationship with Colorado State University in the animal breeding, and also some research program with University of Colorado Medical School. So focus on the researches in human breast milk and infant nutrition. And then that's all. Okay, and welcome any questions.
Thank you very much, sir. Are there any questions for the gentleman at Junebao?
What kind of partners is Junebao looking in the U.S., given you already have partners in the U.S.?
Yeah, we are looking for anyone who is advanced in dairy research, the technology, and also animal breeding.
Great, thank you.
Very good. Next up, I believe we have, is that PJ out there? I think this would be group 6 from deep in the East Arkansas Delta. There he is. PJ, are you with us?
I am. Thank you, Amos.
We have the Arkansas River Rice Mill. Take it away, PJ.
Good evening. My name is PJ Haney. I am a farmer. I'm pleased to be here to present to you Arkansas River Rice Mill. Arkansas River Rice Mill is owned by 2 African-American farming families here in the United States, Bridgeforth family and the Haney family. Arkansas River Rice is located in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. We are a state-of-the-art rice processing facility, and we wanted to showcase to you our facility. I have with me our General Manager, Andy Morris, on the team. Andy is scrolling through the slides. Our facility is a 22 metric ton an hour facility and has the capacity to process rice. We are located in the heart of rice producing country in the #1 rice producing state of Arkansas. As a farmer, we know that there is no culture without agriculture. And food security is very important to us in what we do and the products that we provide. These are some of the advantages here with Arkansas River Rice. As I stated, we are located in the state of Arkansas, the largest rice producing state in the country. You know, with our facility, we can offer small batch production, identity preservation, and be very agile in our milling. We have our SQF pending. We are a facility with world-class Taki milling equipment. Advance, please. We have approximately 400,000 bushel storage capacity on our facility. And we sit along the banks of the Arkansas River. Advance slide, please. These photos that you see are of our facility, and we're looking to be up and running soon to be able to supply product to you. Our focus is going to be on brown rice. That is our niche. However, we have the capacity to supply white rice as well. Advance slide, please. This facility is state-of-the-art. And I invite you to come schedule a visit with us to look at our facility, meet our team. Advance slide, please. Advance again. You know, when we think about food production, we know that it's serious, and the thought of growing sustainably produced products is very important to us. Next slide, please. Some of our equipment, our state-of-the-art optical sorters for sorting rice. Next slide, please. Our location and proximity to the state, to the capital of Little Rock. It's about 30 miles away from our facility. Next slide, please. A few demographic factors on the facility in the state of Arkansas where we're located. Jefferson County has a deep heritage and rich agriculture production for the years. Next slide, please. And lastly, this is our team. We have a team in place of experienced men and women that have been in the rice industry. We are excited to be in a position to offer you and meet you to look at product that we can supply grown here in the US. I don't know how my time is working, but Andy, if you have any other comments you'd like to add?
No, PJ, I think you've covered them all. I just wanted to, again, say thank you to everyone for allowing us, for sharing your time with us. And we look forward to any kind of questions or follow-up.
Thank you, man. I have a question. PJ, you guys done a great job. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life, built several businesses, and you've done a wonderful job. I have a soil amendment and fertilizer business, and I didn't come from an ag background. I went to Indiana University and at Purdue, but I've learned a lot of smart people. I got a great relationship, like you probably do, with the University of Arkansas. And I've tested on some very large, I won't mention their names, but you'll know them, rice producers around you in other states and at the university there. And I'd like to share some of my data one day with you and see if we could put some way to do some business together with our soil amendments.
So PJ, question from the China side, sorry. People asking what kind of customer are you looking for from China?
Well, we're looking for customers that have interest in quality product produced here in the US that can meet the demand for their needs. We can talk about packaging, shipping. We want to look at containerized shipments initially going to China, possibly. Bulk bag production, where we have the capacity to load containers at our facility. And we have a facility in Memphis, I think, where we can load containers to ship out. So would love to just talk about the opportunities for those who may be interested. I can provide my contact information in the chat. Feel free to share it with whoever may have interest.
Thank you, PJ. Great job. And that is quite a sight. My only question is how often do you fish while at work? But we'll talk about that later. Next up, I believe we have group number 7 from the People's Republic of China, Zoomlion Machinery. Zoomlion, are you there?
Yes.
Take us away.
Okay, thank you. Okay, good morning to our leaders and friends in China, and good evening to our friends from United States. Firstly, thanks for the great effort for organizers to offer us this great platform where we could exchange our company information and opinions from both countries and cultures. My name is Melody from Zoomlion Agriculture Machinery, the regional manager of American markets. It's my great honor to be here to attend this big event. Here, I would like to introduce Zoomlion AG from 2 parts. The first part is about a brief introduction about Zoomlion AG. The second part is a portfolio for United States. Okay, let's go to who is Zoomlion and who is Zoomlion AG. Zoomlion is a famous brand in construction machinery of the world, producing top 1 tower crane, top 3 mobile crane and concrete machinery. Has some world famous brand, for example, Schiffer from Italy, Mead from Germany, Weber, etc. How agriculture is important. Sorry, can I control the slide?
It's delayed, so you may have to.
Oh, okay. So sorry. Sorry. How agriculture is important, I believe everyone present here know it. That's the reason why Zoomlion has a Zoomlion AG. Zoomlion AG is one of the leading agricultural machinery manufacturer in China and trying to become a full mechanization solution provider for main crops to offer better service to our customers from construction and agriculture. Zoomlion financial and internet service were created hence. Zoomlion Financial headquarters located in Shanghai has subsidiary in United States called Zoomlion North American Capital. Zoomlion Internet Service focus on intelligent manufacturing, smart farming based on cloud computing, Internet of Things, big data, to transform and develop traditional industry manufacture digital and intelligent. Zoomlion, since the slides is on the plants, Zoomlion agriculture plants distribution. Our headquarters is located in Wuhu, and we have another 3 plants located in Kaifeng, Henan province, and Hanshou, Hunan province, and Ninghai, located in Zhejiang province. Zoomlion has covered more than 100 countries and regions worldwide, and 6 broad industry parks, including Germany, Italy, India, Brazil, etc. Zoomlion has 42 subsidiaries distributed in Southeast Asia, Europe, etc. In short, Zoomlion with support from Zoomlion Group and Zoomlion Capital, Internet Service, Zoomlion AG develop agricultural machinery and smart farming with full speed. So we'll go to the second part, portfolio for US market. We including 5 parts, including rice operation and paddy tractors, implements, rice harvester, and rice dryers. The second part, implements, is for the tractor. The third, orchard harvest platform. And the fourth is hobby tractors, range from 25 horsepower to 50 horsepower, and electric, that is 100% electric tractor. Rice plantation in most countries, including 2 types. One type is with full water farmland. The other type is with dry farmland. Therefore, we prepared two types of paddy tractor ranging from 30 to 110 horsepower. One is a wheel type, the other is crawler type to meet different types of working conditions. Let's check a common wheel tractor range 90 to 110 horsepower RV954. Compared to ordinary tractor, it is now 15% lighter because working on a paddy should be lighter, better. 25% higher minimum ground clearance, 25% smaller turning radius to work more efficiency, 55-degree paddy field axle. The Kubota M954K is the best-selling model of the world. And Zoomline, compared to the Kubota, Zoomline has a little advantage, assisted driving and AI artificial. Thank you for the timing.
Thank you very much. Nice to see the innovation coming from the Chinese market there in machinery. Do we have any questions?
We are not going to have time for questions. All questions will go in Q&A chat, please.
Okay, thank you. Next up, I believe we have from right in the middle of the United States, Heartland Farm Energy.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sean Shu, and I'm originally from China. And I was a professor at the University of Missouri, and I started a small business in Central Missouri called Heartland Farm Energy. The company is very much focused on the advancement of the poultry production, especially to try to reduce the energy consumption and improve the birds' growing air quality and support the ABF production. And our research and development have been supported by the U.S. Department of Energy and also the U.S. Department of Agriculture. There are a couple of the challenging problems in the poultry production. One is, not many people realized this is a very energy intensive, energy demanding industry. The tank you can see on the picture is a 15,000 gallon of propane. So when I was told that whole tank can last about one winter for a poultry farm. So, and then I start to request the funding from the DOE and start working on the energy efficiency. The energy efficiency is not just related, to the energy cost, but also because the high cost, the ventilation in the poultry farm is always insufficient. That causes lots of problem, and also the antibiotics is required. So if we can solve the problem of energy efficiency, you will hope to reduce antibiotics or completely remove it. The second challenge we're trying to face to is the sustainable workforce in agriculture, especially in this poultry. If you go to talk to the farmer, you can see lots of the young generation is not willing to take over the farm from their parents. The reason is very intensive working in a contaminated environment. That's not fun. Our solution, the first solution is we developed a very good waste heat recovery system. So we capture the waste heat from the exhaust, and they use that to preheat the fresh air. That immediately save more than half of the fossil fuel. So this is very successful. And then I have the products, technology commercialized and produced and used in multiple states in the Midwest. The second part, the automatic farming system is under development, and we receive grant from the DOE. So we hope in the next 1 or 2 years, we can have a fully automatic, poultry farming to get farmers out of those contaminated environments. And then because we don't have people get into the farm, and the biosecurity and it become, can be improved as well. So we have patent, pending and patent granted in both China and the US. And also we build up great connections with our future potential buyers. So because this energy saving can directly convert to the carbon credit. So we hope in the future, the carbon trade can be a valuable part of the business. Yeah, that's pretty much the information I want to deliver. And in the near future, I hope I can build up the most energy efficient poultry farm, without the human working inside. That's my goal. And I'm looking for capital investment and also the marketing partner. And I appreciate this opportunity, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sean. Nice to see the poultry efforts in efficiency, as we know the orders coming from China for chicken parts have been phenomenal. Again, we're going to move the questions to the chat. So for the sake of time, next up, I believe, make sure I have this right, we have Pinyon Jinyan Seed Company number 9. We have Pinyon Jinyan there. There we are.
Hello. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to meet you. 大家好，我是河南金源种业股份有限公司的
I'm
许小。
with Henan Jinyuan Seed Company, Xu Xiaowei. It's a great pleasure to join you today. I would like to share with you our company's overview, R&D direction, and our cooperation intention. The Jinyuan Seed is specialized in the R&D production, promotion, and comprehensive technical services of major crops. And we're a national leading seed company. We have 100 million yuan of registered capital and annual sales of about $50 million or 300 million yuan. We are the largest maize producer in Henan province, and we are in the process of IPO filing. We have 8 controlling subsidiaries in China. We have 50,000 acres of maize seed production base, and as well as wheat seed production base in Xinjiang, Jilin, and Gansu provinces. We have 3 processing storage facilities which can process over 100,000 tons of maize. In terms of R&D, we mainly have research centers in Zhengzhou and Beijing. We also have a standard molecular breeding laboratory. Okay, so we are committed to R&D. Each year we invest 20 million yuan to R&D, which account for 80% of our annual revenue. In terms of biological breeding, we own many key technologies that are leading in the country, such as double haploid breeding technology and high throughput genotyping clustering technology for germplasm resources. We have filed for 291 national plant variety rights. 72 of them have gained the new plant variety rights, which is a patent for the seed industry, and we rank among the top 5 companies in the nation. And we have a lot of scientific research achievements. 48 maize varieties have been approved, including 37 national level and 11 provincial level. 11 wheat varieties have been approved at national and provincial level as well. So about our future R&D direction, in terms of maize, we will promote the high yield, good resistance, fast grain dehydration, high lodging resistance, suitable for high yield. And the second direction is to develop specialized maize varieties. For example, the maize varieties suitable for pig and chicken feed, for high-grade industry and medicine, food varieties of silage corn. In terms of wheat varieties, we'll develop high-quality specialized wheat varieties, including strong gluten, medium gluten, and weak and low gluten. We know the U.S. has rich maize germplasms and world-class companies like Monsanto. So we hope to work with U.S. companies in the wheat and maize breeding and production technologies. We also hope to have wheat germplasm resources as long as they are permitted by laws. We are also interested in the introduction, demonstration, verification, and promotion of new varieties of maize and wheat, as well as advanced machineries for wheat production. Thank you. Welcome to China and visit Pinyon Seed.
Thank you very much for that impressive presentation. Moving on next, I believe we have from the United States, Brook Mead Gourmet Foods. Again, if you have any questions, please take them to the message chat. Thank you. Brook Mead, are you there?
All right. So I am reaching out from Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. We just got back from the Middle East, expanding our export, and we're looking for partners with our food service and retail products. Brooks Made Foods produces, I'm the chef and owner, Walter Brooks. I actually create these products and sauces and rubs and sharing them with you. Next slide, please. I think, do I have control or is that?
Lower left corner may have those arrows.
I don't think I have them.
Jolanda will need an advanced slide for him.
I don't see any arrows. My apologies, I don't see any. Okay, thank you. So yeah, Brooks Made products and condiments are high fructose free, gluten free, vegetarian and vegan friendly. Our clients are looking for these key attributes when they're looking for clean, healthier products and alternatives today after coming back from a hybrid market after COVID and looking for healthier choices when going back out into the marketplace, including from restaurants and retailers. So we offer these formats in food service as well as retail sector, hotels, restaurants, and as well. Next slide, please. So these are just some of the great foods that I produce with these sauces and rubs that we are using in our restaurants here in the U.S. And we're also creating these recipes in other establishments around the world. As I said, we have restaurants in the UAE with these products, and we're looking forward to having opportunities in the China market with some products that can help bring some soulful flavors to the menus. Next slide, please. So next slide, please. So we're just going to go through some profiles of flavor, and you can feel free to advance the slide a little bit as you go. These are Carolina mustards, one of our favorites in the region, but has a really good flavor that is inspired by myself and kind of crosses boundaries when it comes to regional complexities. So it's very, very well received by all palates around the world. These are another flavor that we have. They're all made with all natural, gluten-free, high fructose-free, and no additive flavors or preservatives or colors or dyes. Very simple recipes here. This is our flagship, our chocolate barbecue finishing sauce that people just love around the world, and I'm sure they'll love in China as well. Georgia Sweet, we're representing here, Georgia grown products as well. And just a good sweet sauce all around. This is a bit more heat, one of our sauces here. So for you heat lovers, this is a more of a great stir fry and dipping sauce, if you will, as well as a barbecue and chicken. We have 3 ketchups that we display here, which is a jalapeno. We actually have a 5 pepper ketchup, and we have the perfect red. So all of these products, again, these recipe ingredients, as you see here on the top right, are very simple and straightforward. You can all read the ingredients, and there's nothing complicated about it. And we look forward to sharing some of these great rubs and flavors with you in China and bridging that relationship. So if anyone has any questions, thank you. We look forward to finding out if we can bridge some more relationships around the world, including China.
At number 12 from the United States, we will be moving on to advanced environmental technologies. Do we have Advanced Environmental Technologies LLC out there?
Yes, I'm here.
There you are. Songjin, take us away.
Well, good evening, good morning, and thanks for the opportunity. Thank Ming and Jason from U.S. Heartland China Association for this opportunity to present our work. And Advanced Environmental Technology, we are a small business located in Fort Collins, Colorado, and our mission is to develop new technologies and implement them for the real world. And so we have 2 flagship technologies. Well, one is called a U-Redox. That's an environmental remediation tool, which is not the focus of tonight. And the other technology is called Guyanate. That's what's showing in this poster. And I like to start with 3 statements and just to present the problem. The first one is actually from a recent paper in Proceedings of National Academy of Science. And the statement is the nation's corn belt has lost 1/3 of topsoil. We all know that the corn belt region has the best soil in the United States, but we have lost about 1/3 of topsoil. That's the lifeline for soil. And another statement is from American Chemical Society, the last day of 2019. In a podcast, I heard that, and it was pretty shocking. It said the only thing standing between the life and death is 6 feet of loose soil covering Earth. And then following that, the Guardian newspaper actually reported another number. Earth has lost 1/3 of arable land in the past 40 years. That's within our lifetime. So this is actually a crisis that a lot of us are ignoring. We talk about climate change, we talk about different things, war, but we're actually losing about 28 trillion pounds of surface soil every year. So that's a big black hole we're creating on planet Earth. And the reason I mentioned that is, well, now we have a big hole, then, do we have a solution to fill that? And I think I'm losing my slides or poster.
Please continue while we get the app.
Okay. And
there we go.
All right. So basically, there are a couple of candidates in here. We have compost that's rich in organic matter, and it's pretty conventional. But unfortunately, the quantity of organic waste compost is much smaller than that big hole we're creating every year. And also, it's hard to collect it. Only 20% of that is collectible. In addition, compost can only last for about 7 months. That means you have to add that year after year. So that's not a perfect candidate. Biochar, that's kind of a new amendment people have been using. But again, the small quantity of that, the cost would prohibit that from being widely used. And it's also lacking a lot of functions. And, that leads to the product we are doing. It's called Guyanate. That's actually a processed lignite. So it's from lignite coal. And so by not just the coal itself, we have to process it with a biochemical and the electrochemical process to make that bioavailable. And if you look at the coal amount, it's in the United States alone, we are producing about 50 trillion pounds a year. Just if we can use that, then we have enough to fill the hole for the whole world for that year. And in addition to that, we can recover the organic matter that's already lost during the past decades. So over here, I want to show you in this poster, there are a couple of pictures you're seeing here. These are actually the performance of this product, and it's validated by Colorado State University. I know one of the presenters mentioned that too. So we are working with them closely. They have been working on this for the past 3 years. And you can see that in the picture, it's a big contrast between the treatments. The guyanate treated plant is actually 3 times bigger than regular garden soil. So from 30% to 300% increase in biomass. The other feature for this product is it can save water up to 30%, and it can reduce chemical input from 30 to 50%. Actually, if you keep using it, you can go as high as 90% chemical reduction. So we're talking about reducing chemical fertilizer, pesticides, herbicides. That's for regular agriculture. Of course, if you're doing organic growth, like in a couple of presentations, then this would be your product. And we, at this time, this product has already been produced in Inner Mongolia, in China. We licensed the technology to a Chinese company, and they are producing 500,000 tons a year. Unfortunately, the work here is a little bit delayed, but during the past 3 years, I've been trying to move this production here in the United States so we can address the market here and North America, and also Chinese market, and also markets in other parts of the world, because this loss of surface soil is not just a problem we're facing in the U.S. or in China. It's a global problem. And the other feature I forgot to mention is the product can reduce the carbon footprint. So with that, I guess we can, I don't know if I have time for questions, but I'll be glad to leave my contact info.
Yeah, please do that.
Thank you very much. Very informative there from Advanced Environmental Technology. Again, we can put the questions, if you would, into the message and chat, and feel free to share your contact information there. Next up, we have, I believe, at number 13.
Amos, number 11.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 11 is ready to try again.
Number 11, okay, that would be Shenong Extruded Feed Technology, correct?
Yes.
Shenong, are you there?
好，可以了，能听到吗？
可以。
Yes, we are ready. Yes, we are ready. Hello, good morning and good evening. So, dear colleagues, dear participants, good morning. So, I come from Shenong Extruded Feed Technology. Our company actually is focused on extruded feed technology expansion. We specialized in the research and the promotion of extrusion technologies and the development and sales of extruded feed. And we have the most comprehensive extruded production line for soybean with the production value of 240,000 tons a year. Our company is focused on our own research and development, and we have our own research centers. The research center in partnership with Chinese Academy of Agriculture Sciences, Qingdao Ocean Lake University, as well as other universities in Henan province. So we have developed more than 20 extruded feed products in 3 major categories with 43 patents. So we sell our products nationwide, particularly large feed manufacturers and large animal husbandry groups with total of 350 million RMB yuan. So we have good economic and social returns and being integrated ourselves into local communities. We have got a number of awards for host governments. In international exchanges, we have been working together with the US Soybean Export Council. We are an active player in international exchanges. So for soybean import, as well as other import of agricultural products, we have a number of partners in the United States. I would like to mention the US Soybean Export Council. We have held some seminars in partnership with the council. We are the first Chinese businesses with the certification of SSAP, and with the support of this council, we have also conducted cooperation with the U.S. market in Kansas state and direct import of through container for soybeans from the United States. We also hope that we can work with the state of Iowa and Kansas. I'm fortunate to visit these two states. I hope that we will strengthen our cooperation with the U.S. Heartland China Association so that we will have more business cooperation on soybean, rice, direct trade of other products. So these pictures showed our international cooperation with the U.S. businesses like Delong and the other U.S. companies. So we are supported by the Henan provincial government. We are also actively participated in some events hosted by the state government of Kansas, as well as other international exchanges with the U.S. So that is helpful for our import of soybeans from the U.S. Okay, so in conclusion, I wish to have more cooperation with our U.S. partners on other materials. So Amos, you need to unmute yourself.
Thank you for that. I was doing that because one of my children was screaming in the background. Thank you for reminding me. Nice to hear about any advancements we can do in the soybean industry with the global markets and what's going on there. So thank you for that presentation. Next up, I believe we have number 13, which is Anyang Chinfeng, a biological technology company out of the People's Republic of China.
你好。
你好。
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening to our U.S. colleagues. I will speak in Chinese, and our interpreters will help us to translate it into English. I'd like to talk about our company's promotion of aviation plant protection and the plant growth regulators. So I'd like to show you the products. Our company has three sectors. One is biotechnology and aviation, that is unmanned drones, and the third and the last sector is agriculture. We use our fertilizers and the pesticides to serve agriculture. So you see, this is a Chinese leader visited our company in recent years. We have got a number of. So in terms of unmanned drones, and this sector was launched in 2012. So we have our unmanned drones can be driven by a number of different kinds of fuels. So this shows our unmanned drone with diesel fuel.
And I wish to say a few words on the plant protection drone in China. Between 2013 and 2020, we saw tremendous growth because of the COVID-19, we do not have the statistics for 2020. Over the years, and Juanfeng, with the support of China's Agricultural Ministry, has been developing and applying the APPs, and we have made a lot of experiments around the country. I would wish to give you two examples because we deal with the species intrusion. So we developed some special pesticides that can be spread with our drones. This is also an original technology we developed. In July 2020, the local government reported locusts along the border, so our company sent the drones to spread the pesticides to prevent the locusts. I wish to share with you our agricultural branch. We have two facilities in Anyang and Hebei, which produce the pesticides and growth regulator. So what is a plant growth regulator? It is a kind of external hormone that can regulate and control plant growth. Some are natural, some are chemical. So they are commonly known as a plant hormone. This is one of our products. This is has multiple applications around the country. It can be applied to fruit trees, rice, and crops. For example, if it is applied to rice, it can make it more resistant. So these growth regulators can increase the plant resistance. About our cooperation with the US, we are working with New Farm Bayer and Alena. We are also looking forward to deeper cooperation on UAB and plant growth regulators, including their raw materials. And this is our contact information. Please contact us if you are interested in our business. And welcome to visit our facilities when the travel allows. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was very impressive utilization of technology in agriculture. I really enjoyed that. Again, for questions, please message in the chat area. Any questions you might have. Moving on to number 14, from the homeland of Southeast Missouri, I believe we have Mr. John Hunter of Castor River Farms. John, you there? Spice it up a little bit.
I am, Amos. Thank you for having me, and good evening, good morning, good day, wherever y'all are at and what time zone you're in. I'm Johnny Hunter with Castor River Incorporated, and we are a leader in sustainable agriculture. Our time is limited here, so I'm gonna move this right through. Castor River, our mission is to be the global leader in sustainable agriculture. These slides have come through just a little bit convoluted, unfortunately, but we're going to work through this the best we can. The Castor River mission is to forge a path to a future that has a healthy soil, healthy food, and healthy people by creating and implementing sustainable food systems. The Castor River business interests include ag real estate holding, ag real estate development, crop production, including rice and soybeans, food manufacturing. We have our own rice mill, packaging line, warehouse. We have our own branding and marketing. We have business interest in logistics, including semi-trucks, over-the-road van trailers, and hopper bottom trailers. Again, my slides do not look very good. I apologize for why these are coming through convoluted. So here's some of the Castro River core competencies. We're really well versed in sustainable crop systems, cover crops, planning and design of cover crop systems, planning and strategies, the planning strategies and techniques, termination strategies and techniques. You talk a lot about sustainability. Cover crops are a big topic right now. Castro River has been involved with cover crops and sustainable farming systems since 2013. So these are things that are not new to us. We know how to grow sustainable long grain rice. We use no flood irrigation methods. We don't burn our crop residue. We use no-till planting. We don't use any fungicides or insecticides. And we also have a rich history with sustainable corn, soybeans, wheat, and cotton. However, rice is our main focus. We have a rice mill. We don't have any value add manufacturing to add to corn, soybeans, wheat, or cotton, which is why I talk about rice a lot of the time. Beyond that, we are millers and packagers of long grain brown and white rice. Our specs and our mill capacities, those are available upon request. If you're interested in doing business with Castro River on the rice milling side, our rice is ultra high quality. It's ultra low arsenic. It's got a rich flavor profile, and we're able to bag in a 1 pound bag up to a 2,000 pound bag. So, if you're interested in long grain rice, as Arkansas Rice mentioned earlier, give us a call. There's lots of great opportunities up and down the Delta to get great products, and Castro River's got one of the best. Some of our sustainability initiatives at Castro River, at Castro River, sustainability is the cornerstone of everything we do. For our crop production, we're into no-till, cover crops, no flood, no burn, no fungicides, no insecticides. We're well versed in land development. We understand drainage situations, solar-powered irrigation, soil fertility management, soil health management, soil moisture management, and measuring and monitoring. Our business operations include sustainability, Tier 4 emissions, farm equipment, recyclable paper packaging, paper and plastic recycling, so on and so forth. A lot of things that you see in the industry, you're going to see here with Castro River. Some of the talking points that you can talk about with Castro River, we don't just say it, we do it. We're the 2016 Missouri Department of Ag Land Steward of the Year, the 2016 Conservation Federation of Missouri Soil Conservationist of the Year. I'm on the Missouri Center for Regenerative Agriculture. I'm a former Missouri soybean board member, cotton board member, founder of Delta Soil Health Alliance. We're a member of the Sustainable Rice Platform, Global Gap pending. We've got all kinds of stuff going on. I don't want to bore you to tears with certifications of this, that, and the other. Look, if you want to know more about Castro River, you come talk to Johnny Hunter, and I'll tell you all you want to know. This is something that I don't talk enough about. A friend of mine on this panel reminded me, he said, Johnny, don't forget the triple bottom line. And this is what people don't always think about. They don't always come back to this, but the triple net bottom line is you got to understand where sustainability lives. It's about the people, it's about the planet, and it's about profit. Sustainability is what ties all of these things together. And it's why it's important for agriculture, and it's why it's going to be important for moving into the 21st or 22nd or hell, whatever century we're moving into. You got to have sustainability on your radar, and you got to have it on your radar right now. And Castro River can bring sustainability like nobody else can. I know we're short on time. That was hot, down, and dirty, but I'm Johnny Hunter, wishing you all the best from Dexter, Missouri. Like to say hi to Governor Bob Holden, and I'm a big fan, and I'm a fellow Missourian down here, and really respect the work that he's put in for us.
Thanks, John. Great job. I've had the privilege of seeing some of John's work, and that rice is truly world class. So if y'all need John, reach out to him. He is a delight to talk to, and doing great work down there in Southeast Missouri. Moving on to number 15, I think we have Hubei Nature Agriculture Industry out of the People's Republic of China.
Good evening and good morning. It's a great pleasure to join this dialogue, this showcase. So about our company, first a company overview, second our base construction, and third our product promotion. So this is a picture photo of our facility. We were founded in 2007 with a registered capital of 50 million yuan. So we integrate the agricultural products, aquaculture farming, and processing and export. Now we have 20,000 employees and over 1,000 seasonal workers. Because agriculture is a seasonal industry, we have 260 million yuan of investment, and we have 15,000 square meters of modern facilities that are eligible for export, and we have full-fledged processing lines for crayfish and edible mushrooms. Our products include crayfish, fish, mushrooms, and edible canned food, as well as special vegetables.
Since the establishment of our company, actually we aim to base ourselves in our home province in Hubei, based nationwide, and look forward to the international market. So we have exported our products to a number of countries, including United States, Spain, Sweden, Denmark, and other European countries. So from 2014 to 2019, so because in this period, we enjoyed the zero tariff for crayfish meat export to the United States. Why? Because we invited officials from the U.S. Department of Commerce to visit our factory, and they have on-site certification, and they gave us high credit. That's why from 2014 to 2015, we enjoyed the zero tariff treatment of crayfish meat export to the United States. So such fish meat and other products are also sold to European countries. For example, with total sales revenue of more than 300 million RMB. So we always pay close attention to our brand building. We have established a number of brands because we believe that will be important for our overseas market. So build several brands. These pictures shows our farms. So whenever we we all have our own fields, particularly for, we also have our own research and development base. For crayfish, in terms of crayfish production, I think we are the best in China. And the Hubei province is the largest exporting province of crayfish to the international market. So on the left picture, you can see our bases, which produce rice and crayfish at the same time. So from the small pandies to harvest, we do not use a pesticide. So we use biological mass and fertilizers for the paddy fields. So for our rice production, which are very popular in the China market at a higher price, it can also increase our crayfish production in these pending fields. So, you know, Hubei is well known for the export of crayfish. So I'd also like to talk about mushroom. Mushroom is mainly exported to Southeast Asia countries. Suzhou is a large production base for mushrooms. It is known as the hometown of mushrooms, edible mushrooms, because we have a unique weather conditions and production environment. So you can see that mushroom is a export product to the international market. So this shows the certificate awards that we have got. So these pictures show the, so on the upper left, you can see the water-washed crayfish meat. And we have sold our products. The upper central picture is the product we sold to the US. Okay, for the European market, we sell the products on the upper left to the European market, and we also sell mushroom products to Europe. So you are welcome to enjoy our mushroom products. So these are the canned food in cooperation with the Central China University of Agriculture. So these are the canned food. So these are our participation in a number of fairs. So in conclusion, we have a new business model featuring farmers plus production basis, processing and e-commerce and export. We hope that more US colleagues and partners will work together with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that very interesting market there. I think next up we have from the United States, the great folks from Ruth Family Farms.
Well, I don't know that we've got any slides or anything. We had a video that you can go on and watch of our operation, our plants. I'm Doug Ruth, fifth generation farm family with my wife Dee, my son Dustin, and Brianna, my daughter. We own and operate Angus cow-calf operation, which is antibiotic hormone free, source verified, age, EVP, China, NHTC, Saudi, antibiotic hormone free herd. We specialize in genetics that's ensures high marbling, high quality meat, ribeye. We artificial inseminate all our cows. We specialize in marbling and carcass data. We hand select all our heifer replacements each year to go back into our crop, cow crop, and handle our animals with low stress, ease, using quality working facilities, practices, and certified with the beef quality insurance program. We consult on local veterinarians on our herds through, for a good health and vaccine program, and along with nutritionists also. Dustin, our son, he manages the farm breeding program and feeding, caring the livestock. Brianna manages our federally inspected beef processing facilities, where we cut and package our own home-raised meat. We're looking to team up and expand our where we're moving with our meat, and give us an opportunity to meet with some good folks in China to try to partner up with to try to get some of our meat moved over there. So I'm going to keep it kind of short and sweet. I know we've got kind of time limitations here, but anybody can contact me on the messaging tonight there, and we appreciate Ian and Jason to give us this, and Governor Holden too, to the opportunity of this program, and you too. Thank you.
Doug, thank you very much. Nice to hear somebody's doing cattle the right way. And as that market continues to grow in China, I hope some of the folks will look you up and give you a call. But great work you're doing there.
Thank you.
Number 17, next up from the PRC, we have the Pinyon Modern Agriculture Development Company Limited.
So good morning. Good morning. Okay, I'm ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, good morning and good evening. So, first of all, I'd like to thank the Chinese People's Association for Friendship with Foreign Countries, as well as US Heartland China Association, for providing us with this opportunity to give you a short talk on our company. Our company, Pinyon Suizhou, actually focused on agriculture R&D, processing, and export. So we are integrated agro business, and we are also a leading processing business for mushrooms. So our total assets was 1.1 billion yuan, and we have production facilities covering 150,000 square meters. We major produce mushroom and related products to the United States and Southeast Asia, for example. In 2021, our total output 1.8 billion yuan, including 250 million yuan in export. Okay, now I can show my slide. And we also enjoyed have been awarded a number of times, and we have been certified by China's customs, as well as China's Ministry of Agriculture, as well as by Hubei provincial governments. So a number of products have been awarded. So mushroom and related products are our focus. We want to upgrade our products. For example, our famous brand, that is Good Luck. Good Luck mushroom sauce. Actually, we have become the first mushroom sauce exporter in Hubei province. So our mushroom sauce actually is very popular already in China, as well as in Southeast Asia, like Malaysia, Thailand, for example. So our mushroom sauces have unique flavors, well received among our international customers. I believe that our products have great potentials. For example, we recently got the certification from the Thai government and export to Thailand, which have a spillover effect on other Southeast Asia countries. In 2019, we also supplied our mushroom sauce to a major military sports event in Wuhan City. So last year, we also established our automation production line. So we can produce 10 tons of products every day. So it can help us meet the demand home and abroad. And innovation and the deeper processing are our priorities. So this brand is just 5 years old, but it has already enjoyed quite good reputation in China and other countries. Now we are expanding our markets from Southeast Asia internationally to Australia and the United States. We believe that with the end of COVID-19, we will have more opportunities for international exchanges and have more international cooperation. We hope that you will have more cooperation with our US partners. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that presentation. Very interesting product, and congrats on your expansion and further into Southeast Asia as well. Next up, I believe we have the very interesting gentleman, and who even brought his own translator / boss, the nice folks from Carbon Reserve. Are you still with us?
Yes, sir. We're here.
Hey, good to see you.
Thank you. And
take us away, Mike.
Yeah, thank you. I want to thank the Heartland for putting all this together and holding it together, and thank the Chinese brothers and sisters that put stuff together, and of course the American group also. It's been a really interesting night, and I see a lot of synergism and positive relationships growing out of this. And again, we appreciate you. I'll run through my slides real quickly. And, you know, our deal is we feed the soil what it needs to achieve the best production, high yields, in harmony with natural design. And we have 30 years of experience with our team members, and we can always have meetings with them later if anyone's interested in the science. What makes us unique? We feed the soil microbes and carbon. And this is just the ratios if you want to have a live soil or dead soil. And this brings the dead soil alive by improving the CN ratios, increasing the health, and restoring the microbes. Next. Again, like another presenter did, the carbon loss is a major problem these days, and we try to put it back in the soil. And they say by, I think, 2030, he might know the same stuff, obviously, that we're not going to have any carbon in the soil. So now it's time to do something. We're going to save the planet and grow more. There's also right now, and it's been coming, NPK shortages all over the world. It's kind of put a unique situation for our company. We're getting calls from people we talked to 5 years ago to buy our stuff all over the world right now. We have the right price, the right product, and it just seems to be the right timing. Chemical fertilizers are overused. That's okay. And then pesticide poisoning and unaffordable organic fertilizer are all other problems in the equations. We have soluble coal carbon, and that really works great. We can get in that later. Low-cost carbon-based products, all natural organic. We have several products, and we just kind of list a couple of them because it's a pretty regulated business. In every state you got to register in. So not to get in trouble with state regulators, I just put 2 down. But if anyone wants to talk, we've got them. And like we've got one of the biggest hog farmers in Iowa, one of my associates got. We're going to get him some this year. And again, we got farms all over the country. Okay, and again, it works for both kind of farms. We promise to work with the nature, provide nutritional elements are allegedly balanced, and it'll generate. We've had this test all over the world, 15 to 20% more yield. Saves up to 30% in the cost of NPK fertilizers, renews poor soil, unlocks nutrients. And here's a chart that's self-explanatory. Again, our advantages, our cost is low, and we do a lot of other good things. There's also manures, and there's all kinds of ways to help your soil here. Humeric acid, but it's very expensive. And NPK, obviously, according to the Wall Street Journal, has gone up 300%. So ours has stayed the same. Again, we're all in commodities business, so as commodities go up, numbers go up. Some of the people who have worked with us, Purdue, great farming university, University of Arkansas has really helped us in rice and Organic Valley. We've had trials on dairy pastures over the years. And at Egg Laying Farm down in Florida, they said you couldn't grow corn in subtropics. We did it. We did it 20 days early, and we did 310 bushels per acre, which makes a lot of my Midwest farmers envious. So I've been all over China using it. I have test results from universities and other people. All over Beijing, I had secret sites at one time. And the Hilton on the 3rd Ring Road on the 6th floor, I totally redid all those stuff. That got me a cigar and a good bottle of scotch from the manager. You know, we work cheap. Here we got one of our experts that helped us over the years. And again, we put it in Chinese, and you guys can read this. We've got, good letters of recommendations in the red syrup. We also have another very good friend I met years ago on the coal safety side and was very promotive of our product. This is some stuff in Beijing, in China, okra, other things. You can look at that. And then corn. In China, we spent a lot of time that we're going to reduce the chemical fertilizers. Chinese farmers demand more natural and low-cost alternatives. We think we have that. Annual fertilizer, it shows in China, market in the U.S. Again, with sowing prices and on chemicals, they're looking for alternative. Global demand, 2019, 2026, we can see the increase. We're really at this point, at one time we were looking for a whole lot. We're literally looking for distributors or licensees, especially in China. It's too expensive, as we all know. Shipping's gone up like 10 times in the last 18 months. So we're really looking to license this off there. Again, summary, farm soil has been depleted of carbon. Farms are increasingly harmful commercial fertilizer to improve the yield. China uses over 200 million metric tons of fertilizer. Organic usage in China will double by 2026. Carbon Restore is developing all natural organic fertilizer, increase plant yield while reducing nitrogen usage. Carbon Restore is a carbon-based, ecologically friendly solution to harmful commercial fertilizers.
您的时间快到了 ，Time's almost up.
I think we're done. Thank you for the time.
Mike, great job and great to see you. You and the team are doing decades now worth of good work, both here and in China. And I applaud your efforts and look forward to hearing more from you. And please tell your mayor over there in Carmel that we.
I heard you're coming, and the mayor's used my stuff too. I've saved him on a couple. Corn and grass is very similar, and we saved him, and we saved a lot of grass people. We have a factory, and we just do a lot of more products than I showed. But look forward to seeing you here.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Yep. And tell them we all said hello. Next up at number 19, we have the Hunan Fruit Tops Group. Fruit Tops.
大家好，非常高兴
Good morning and good evening. It's a great pleasure to join you in this showcase. I'm the founder of Fruit Tops. Our mission is to provide international, professional, and science-based products and services to our customers and be a leading fruit and vegetable processor. We have several subsidiaries under the Fruit Top Group, either controlled or subsidiary companies. They specialize in the R&D, vegetable-based food production, packaging, logistics, delivery, and international and domestic marketing. We have formed a full-fledged ecological and industrial chain. The company has 100,000 mu of orchard and 2 fruit spaces, one fruit company, and we have over 20 production lines. We have one national R&D center and quality monitoring center. We also have a edible mushroom engineering center in Hunan. I wish to talk about the brand building, processing, and raw material base of Fruit Tops. The Ucl, Hunan Ucl Food Company was established in 1997. It is a base for our talent training and technology incubation. It is a main supplier for the fruit products and services in southern China. The main products include canned food, such as canned mango, canned pineapple, and lychee. The Ucl Anhui company was established in 2006. It is located in Anhui province and specializes in supplying processed fruit products to northern China. It has the best yellow peach resources. It is also a major processing base for the peach product. So we have yellow, white peaches, apricot, strawberries, pears, and apple, and related canned fruits. So what's special about fruit tops is that we have a good marketing in China. So we've worked with S&W Premium Food in the US over the years. It has over 100 years of history, and that is dedicated to premium vegetables and fruits. We are creating a strategic cooperation model with S&W. So this is what they're selling in the Chinese market. Another subsidiary is the Ucl Biotechnology Firm, established in 2012. It provides professional training of bottled mushrooms that aims to provide tasty and healthy mushrooms to the consumers. The fruit tops agriculture company is the foundation of the entire group. So our production and management model is composed of the company, plantation bases, and farmers, which mobilize and motivates the farmers to supply us with fruits. And we have the largest tangerine plantation in southern China. 100% of our materials come from our own orchard. We have biotechnology to grow the plants to ensure their quality and safety. We have a complete tracing system that can trace the origin to the individual farmers. We are committed to follow the world-class agricultural rules. In 2008, we drew reference from the FDA Food Quality Control System and established an entire traceable industrial chain. Your time is up. Okay, we also received many certifications from FPA, BRC, IFS, ISLAM, ISO, and HACCP. So we also received all kinds of awards from China. In terms of I also prepared an English version of the slides. So we have a strong partnership with the farmers. These are our clients. Our team has made continued efforts to extend our industrial chain. And in face of the challenges in the world, we're committed to providing tasty, safe, and convenient food to enrich the choices for our consumers. We believe in win-win cooperation and a brighter future through cooperation. I can share with you an English version of the slides that has our contact information because we've been working with the US for many years. Thank you. You can update the information to the virtual exhibition hall. Thank you.
Thank you to Fruit Tops for that, and we'll look for that English version as well in the message room. Last but not least, at number 20, I think from the state of Illinois, a very interesting group, EarthSense. EarthSense, are you with us?
Yes. Hi, this is Girish. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. You're looking good. Thank you.
All right. Okay, hi. We are EarthSense. We are a startup at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, incubated over there. We are about 5 years old, and we do agricultural intelligence, which is basically AI for a sustainable planet. The primary product that we've been working on is robots that help phenotyping. These are robots that are useful in breeding the crops of tomorrow. And that's particularly relevant for China since there's so much import right now going on, and a lot of that was under question with the politics in recent years. So we have created these robots that can go through breeding plots and deliver the data that breeders need to breed better plants. We've had 130 robots deployed, over 100 plus terabytes of data collected. We do a lot of machine learning, and we've analyzed more than 100,000 plots right now, and we're growing the number of crops that we analyze. So the way this works is that the robots go through the breeding plots. So each of these plots is a different variety of the seed that the breeders are trying to evaluate. Then all of that data is analyzed, and then we provide the breeders with information that makes them make the right decision, and that helps them save a lot of money and move forward much faster. The robot that we have created is a compact robot. It's specifically designed for breeders, so they can pick it up. You can take it on an airplane, actually, and move it from location to location. This robot has been field ruggedized. It's it can operate in most field conditions across the United States, and we've also tried it in Asia. We haven't had the opportunity to bring this particular one directly into China, but we're looking forward to doing that soon. And although it looks little, and a lot of people equate small with weak, but you cannot see the video, but this robot can actually pull an entire 400 series John Deere tractor. So it's actually a very powerful robot. The data is collected in a fully autonomous fashion. So the robot goes through the field, it collects the data, it verifies the data on the spot, completes the row, turns around, goes into the next row. So you can program it to scan your fields while you're away. And from field to phenotypes in 48 hours. So we can basically deliver traits all the way to the breeder's desk in 48 hours. And this happens through a 6-stage high throughput phenotyping pipeline that we've put together, which involves a number of automated data checks and also manual data checks as necessary. And we guarantee the quality of the data and the correct allocation of the data to the right plots. So that's what we do. We get them to breeders really fast. We also work with a number of firms that are interested in customized trait development. So, for example, we've done things where we can count tomatoes or find the ears of corn and things like that. Again, our apps and everything are designed with the user in mind, and they're designed to really minimize clicks and ensure that good quality data is collected on the field. We also have a cloud-based data review interface that users can use to make sure that they're collecting the right type of data and that this data is in good shape. The data is inspected in an automatic fashion as well as with humans. So at the end of the day, you have full guarantee on the quality of your data. And these are just some snapshots of the kind of detailed inspection that we do on the data before it's delivered. Now, what we do with this data, we don't just give the raw data. We actually are able to analyze that data and provide specific outcomes. So this is an example of measuring ear height. So this is an ear of corn, which is where the seeds are, and the robot is measuring the height of this ear of corn. And this is a video which doesn't show, but this plot will show that we are fairly accurate with respect to humans. And actually here, sometimes the question is that humans are probably less accurate than we are. So even though this is compared with humans, I think this is probably more valuable to the breeders because it's repeatable and consistent with the sensors that we use. And this takes us like a few minutes to get. But if humans were going through the field with a stick measuring this, it would take them hours. Another very important one, soybean is an important crop in China. And this is an example where we show that we can count soybean while the robot drives through in the field. And that enables people to separate those crops out. We can do other things like stem width. I think you get the idea. So if it can be seen by a human, our robots can get it autonomously across the whole season and deliver to you in many ways. And we are working with several people now and trying to figure out different types of deployment plans. But the idea is that you start small and then you grow into the plots that you have. So that's what I have. Thank you.
That was absolutely amazing, and congrats on your technology and the future of what you can do in agriculture and probably other industries. That was very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And that concludes the second segment of our US-China Ag series. I believe the next one is on March 31st on Ag and Education. I'd like to personally thank the team and leadership with the USHCA on their hard work here. Obviously, when you have this many folks and all in one server and trying to do a lot of different technological things, it can be interesting. But I think the most important thing to take from this is reaching out individually. If we can connect with each other, business to business, there's so much to do in agriculture between our two countries and the world. As the two most powerful economies in the world continue to grow and work together, it's endless on what we can do, especially feeding the world. So I look forward to the next event. I believe we're going to collect all the information, contact information from the presenters, and we'll be able to distribute that at some point. So everyone have a very good day or evening, depending on where you are, and look forward to seeing you soon.
Yeah, so Amos, one more thing is all the companies who applied, there are many more than who were presenting today. So the virtual exhibit is being updated. If you present today, you have better video, PowerPoint, sent to our team. We'll make sure it's virtual exhibit. But if again, you can definitely go in and check out. We will be collecting information from both sides who attended and share with the attendees today. Thank you, Amos.
Thank you, team, and everybody have a good day.
Great. Thank you. Bye-bye.